Hello, I'm Michael O'Neill, the founder of the ReNova method. When people ask me what I think is the best thing about ReNova, they're usually surprised by my response, because the dramatically reduced drinking that ReNova makes possible isn't my first answer. Now, of course, control over alcohol consumption is the point of the ReNova method, and it works. ReNova reduces alcohol consumption in problem drinkers from an average of 9 to 21 drinks per episode to just 2 to 3 drinks per episode in a matter of weeks. And ReNova provides a tool that helps keep drinking under control thereafter. But even so, that really isn't the best part. The return of self-esteem, self-belief, confidence, and motivation are the most obvious and dramatic effects of the ReNova method beyond alcohol control. You see, most people who develop a drinking problem start out life as overachievers. In fact, research has proven that people who develop alcohol problems tend to have IQs that are 15% higher than average. The fact is that bright, highly motivated people are more likely to develop alcohol problems than are others. I can't even count the number of times I've heard something like this: "I just don't understand. I was voted most likely to succeed, and now look at me." Many people who become alcoholic discover early on alcohol does something for them that is different. It slows their overactive brains and allows them a period of time to relax that few other things can. People with more normally paced minds find the slowing effects overwhelming if they overindulge, but not the potential alcoholic. Like Goldilocks, they find the effects of alcohol to be just right. Over time, this begins to change as alcohol used too much and too often goes from being a means to relax to a need to just feel normal. The sense of pleasure disappears while the drive to consume more increases. As that occurs, these individuals go from confused at their failure to despair and self-loathing. At the same time, they're progressing from liking alcohol to loving alcohol to hating alcohol, which is why so many want to give up alcohol altogether. But it usually doesn't work. In fact, the most optimistic research ever done on a large scale involving 14,000 people by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration showed this: 52% had returned to drinking within a year. So clearly, a better way of handling the situation had to be found. And ReNova is the most advanced method ever developed to do just that. Follow-up has shown that 6 out of 7 people trained in ReNova are still using it to moderate their drinking at 1 year. But as I mentioned, that isn't even the best part. Because when people finally do discover a tool that really helps them control their alcohol use, it produces a major change in their psychological outlook. Their obsession with alcohol and their fears of that and of themselves fade away. Their self-esteem and self-belief come back. Defensiveness and the desire to hide things begins to fade away. Depression lifts, anxiety vanishes, and when they realize that they now have a process that will work for them reliably for the rest of their lives, the relief is almost indescribable. What happens to their perception of alcohol as these transformations are taking place? When they realize they can now take it or leave it alone like anyone else, it assumes its proper place, a tool to be used as a pleasant occasional diversion, safely used in the right settings and the right times. I've been an addictions counselor for 3 decades, and before ReNova, I have never seen such complete and rapid transformations in clients. For me, it's a joy to watch this happen again and again for people as they go through the ReNova method. If you want to know more about how ReNova can help you control your drinking and get your life back to normal, you can arrange a free consultation with me by visiting www.theshorerehab.com and booking an appointment online. Or you can call me at 972-805-3870. You can also visit abooks or amazon.com to get my book on the ReNova method. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more in-depth videos about ReNova.